What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kuya P and my pal Heather Hurt back for another week of entertainment picks. It's the weekly, y'all, as we do. There's a lot of stuff dropping this week, and it's going to be hard to contain it all. I'm going to throw four picks at y'all, but before we do that, we talk about what we've been up to and what we've been watching. And I also want to throw some stuff that didn't make it into the picks, but we'll highlight it because both Heather and I got some great interviews tied to some of these projects that are dropping this week, but it just didn't make our cut into what we're going to promote this week. But before we do that, Heather, as you know, as we do, how are you? What's going on? And what are some of the things you've been watching as well? So what's good, Heather?
Uh, we started, of course, in October. We watch 4 movies every single night, just to get us up to it. We usually start a little bit lighter, and then we get to the darker stuff as we get closer and closer to October 31st. So we've been watching some horror stuff. Watched Ready or Not last night. We did, for my husband's birthday on the 3rd, we watched Casper. We were supposed to watch Shaun of the Dead, but that did not end up happening. But just fun films to enjoy ourselves. If you're a horror fan, you understand that these are just fun. Ready or Not is not a serious horror film or thriller in any way, shape, or form.
I never thought it's more thriller than horror. I'm about to
It's
say
thriller.
horror.
Yeah.
Not really horror.
When we say horror in October, we really kind of throw all of them in there. Like we're not going to gatekeep horror. We're going to enjoy a good mass murder whenever we can.
Okay, I'm with that. I'm with that.
But that's really what we're doing right now. Just enjoying that. Of course, we definitely watched something that was on this list. We have John has been excited about a lot of things that I'm lucky enough to get through with the NRW. But when I got one of the things on this list, he literally shrieked. So yeah. What about you? What about you?
Um, Get into the spooky season. What have we been watching? My daughter recently binged all the Harry Potters for some reason. Maybe because one of our family members is staying with us because she's recovering from surgery, and so
Hmm.
she's watching a lot of stuff. So I guess she was watching with them, and she's a Potterhead. So she started, I guess, watching the Potters, and I didn't really haven't. I think I've only saw the first two or three of the Potter films. I never really saw the other ones. So some of these new ones, I was like, I didn't sit with them. When I've come into the room and like I'd sit for a little bit, like I don't even remember that stuff. So I think at some point I myself need to go watch them all. But at the same time, fuck J.K. Rowling in every which way. I don't know. I don't think that's supporting Rowling by watching those films. But I respect the people,
Well,
the talent in it. I
if
like.
you're watching, or if you're watching your DVDs, you're not.
Oh yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
you're watching streaming, you are.
Oh, and she was watching
Because
it.
streaming is still getting the numbers that she gets paid for. So
Mm.
it's a lot like that. For those of you out there, if you really
Good
want to play the Harry
bringing that
Potter
up.
games, if you really want to watch the movies, you know, uh, Rowling literally quoted Mein Kampf and has said it has made comments about anti-fascists lately. She has literally gone full circle. Go check the interwebs. But if you really, really, really have to do it, get secondhand. Buy secondhand, buy physical copies, and buy from used bookstores, buy from used video stores. That way, she's not making any of that cash still.
Yeah, because fuck J.K. Rowling. I said it. I'll say it again. Fuck J.K. Rowling. Yeah, so my daughter was watching that and she brought up wanting to watch the new Tron, which is coming this week. Stay tuned for our picks. She enjoyed that. And what was she talking about? Oh, there's another series that she wants to dive into that again, which I'm loving because I get to rewatch these things with my child. I think I talked to about last time, Heather, we were watching the Back to the Futures. She brought up wanting to when we did all the Jaws movies because she was loving shark films. She was like, Dad, I still need to see. I think she saw Deep Blue Sea, but she wants to see those wacky Sharknadoes and Megalodon weird ones just
The Meg
because
is
they're so weird.
fine.
And I'm like,
Sharknado is perfect. Sharknado is perfect. That's okay.
I
So.
guess, but I don't, I've already lived through them. Like, I don't know if I want to, but she wants to do it with the family. So I'm like, okay, can we maybe see the Back to the Future 3, which is still on the to-do list? And then there was another series that she brought. Oh, Terminator. She wants to see the
Let's
Terminators
watch Terminator.
because of
All
the whole
right.
AI conversations. I was like,
Okay.
okay. And she wants to see about, the sentience of robots taking over and stuff. I'm like, I'm all about Terminators. You want to watch Terminators? We can watch some Terminators. So, yeah, we've been talking about those things and just films that that I think as entertainment lovers that you want your people that you care about to see so you can enjoy it with them. So I'm loving that she was bringing that up. But yeah. So those are some of the things we've been watching, along with stuff we can't talk about. But before we get into the picks, Heather, it didn't make our list this week, but Deathstalker, it's
Mm-hmm.
campy, cheesy, fun. I actually, after doing my interview with the director, who I've had the pleasure of talking to before when he did Frankie Frico, Steven Kostanski, um, when we booked this Deathstalker stuff, Heather, I didn't know that this was based off of old 80s action fun. I didn't know there was other
Yeah.
previous Deathstalkers. So that's on my to-do list. I started watching a little bit because they had it an edited version on YouTube of Deathstalker 2 that Steven highly recommended. That was his favorite of the original Deathstalker movies. But because it was edited, I stopped watching it. I started watching like the first 10 minutes of it. I was like, F this. I don't want to see edited garbage. I want the full on trash, unrated stuff. So I'm going to look to see what streaming service has it, Heather, and binge all the OG Deathstalker stuff because I love stuff that like that. It's cheesy. So I ended up watching some other things. So that's on my to-do list. But Deathstalker, the new redone version by Steve Kozansky and Michael Barnhart was the gentleman who is Deathstalker that you interviewed.
Daniel Bernhardt.
Daniel Barnhart. So that's dropping this week, y'all. It's redone. It's a lot of cheese. It's a lot of fun. But our interviews will be up on the channel this week. Do you want to say about your interview with Daniel, Heather?
Daniel is a trip. He's very proud of the film. He's very excited for the movie. He is very, very excited. We had a lot of fun talking about. He actually corrected me. QP and I talked about in our John Candy review. By the way, we talked about when you ask stupid questions, and you know what? You should be called out when you ask stupid questions. And I actually did not do my research correctly. And he was very courteous, though. He was very courteous in his correction of my error. So it was a lot of fun to learn about him, to learn about what he's done, and he is unbelievably passionate about this. And they have been passionate about it since the Kickstarter, since before the Kickstarter. So it's good to see just some love in what you do.
Yeah. Love that. So check out Heather's interview with Daniel Barnhart, Deathstalker himself, and my interview with the director, writer, Steven Kostanski. But Deathstalker arrives in theaters and digital release, I believe, this week. We had a lot of fun talking to them. Beast of War is a period piece horror war film that has sharks and world wars in the New Zealand, Australia area. I spoke with Kia Roach Turner, director writer on that. I would recommend that. Heather, I know you love shark films. I know you love horror films.
I love shark films.
This is a period piece war horror film with sharks called Beast of War. Really cool. Again, the interview will be actually that interview is already up on the channel. That's a cool little film, and one of my fellow creative friends puts that film in his top 10 of the year already. And I would say it's pretty damn good myself, but Beast of War is dropping in theaters this week. Anemone will definitely be talked about a lot come this award season. It's getting a limited release this week. My initial reaction after screening it is up on the channel. I'll be talking with my pal, Anthony Francis. That review will be up soon. Check that out. One of the best films of the year, I gotta tell you. Although I didn't put in this release picks this week because it's a limited release film with its initial limited release this week, coming out this week. Kiss of the Spider Woman, J-Lo. I saw this film a couple months back. It didn't make my picks this week, y'all, but I'll have a review up. Might be one you may want to avoid, but you know what? No. I don't know. I'm middle of the road on that film. It was just okay.
Okay.
I love me some J-Lo. The other people in it I thought were pretty decent. It just didn't carry my attention all the way. But in talking with Anthony, he was there at the screening with me. He was like, maybe go check out the original. This one was all right, but if it puts eyes on the original, Kiss of the Spider Woman, that musical, and Heather and I love musicals. This one didn't just grab me all the way. But anyway, those are just some brief stuff to put out there because, again, like I said, a lot of stuff is dropping this week. So let's get to the actual picks that we have. If you're ready, Heather, and
Sure, let's do it.
All right, first up, coming up, Roofman. Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst. Let's check out the trailer for Roof.
We all like going back in time and imagining how things could have gone differently. Like, what if I made different choices? Would I have ended up here?
It's been 6 months and still no leads on the whereabouts of the escaped convict known as the Roofman.
I was never very good at life. Good morning, team. No. Don't be scared. Kind of like I was not good at hurting people. Dwayne, get your coat. I don't have one. Are you serious? Here. It was a beautiful day. But I was good at seeing things. Sun beat down. Details. I had the radio on. Systems and routines.
A manhunt tonight for an escaped prisoner.
Find a safe place to hide for a few months.
He's a very smart individual, super intelligent.
You're just the man I want to see.
You like peanut M&Ms, right?
'Cause we're missing a lot. You have any idea why?
I just thought, they gotta be hiding somewhere. Boop.
I wanted to invite you to my toy drive.
We sell toys here, we don't give them away.
Wow.
I would like to introduce you to someone who made a generous toy donation.
That's so kind of you.
So, John, I understand you work for the government.
So it's a little classified, so.
I never knew we had an intelligence unit here in Charlotte.
Oh, are you law enforcement?
Yes, I am.
Wow, that's amazing.
Police believe the Roofman may still be in the area.
What the? Oh my God!
You got your passport? You got to leave tonight. I mean, can't I just stay? Oh, how? I'll just lay low. I need you to really think about who you talk to. You just look like this all the time?
Tell me what's going on. Right now.
Who do you want to be, Jeff? I need you to take the ink while I'm out. If I do that, it'll blow up. Not if you do it quick. Oops.
All right, hitting theaters October 10th. Roofman, what do you think, Heather?
It reminded me that we need to do a Toxic Avenger review. We do. I'm very excited for this movie. I'm actually kind of sad. I did offer to go see this film with you on Wednesday. That you're seeing it as of this recording, but unfortunate situations came up. I'm really looking forward to this film. Channing Tatum seems like he truly loves. We're talking about people who seem to like they're truly loving it. Him and Jeffrey, the giraffe, got stuck in a Toys R Us for this, in a toy store for this in preparation. It looks like a lot of fun. It just looks like a good old time, and you just want good people to win sometimes, even if they're a little bit bad.
Awesome. Yeah, this looks very interesting. I've started familiarizing myself with the actual true story in prep, and I'm curious to see how it's all going to play out. From what I read about this criminal, he was a nice guy. Even though he was robbing a place, he bonded with the people it was kind of like a Robin Hood situation, you know, although they weren't rich themselves. He was robbing from the corporation. He was robbing from McDonald's corporate than the actual people that were working at the place. And he was very courteous on how he went about doing these things, and then hid out at Toys R Us, which, you know, if I had a hideout at Toys R Us, I would have done that if they still existed. You know, it's a dreamland for all of us, even though we're adults, that as kids, you know, we have those fond memories of Toys R Us. I fucking miss Toys R Us. Let me just be honest.
They're coming back. They're coming back.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I need a KB Toys as well. Bring KB Toys back, man. The prices were a little bit better here and there. Toys R Us, you know, that was the thing. Why it's how we price things. But, you know, tariffs, everything. Trump is already screwing the world, so I don't have that very high expectation because he screws up all. They'll be overpriced and everything. Anyway, now I'm getting sad and tragic again. Anyway, Roofman hitting theaters this week. I'll have a review. I'll be checking it out. Yeah, so look forward to that. Next up, we're heading over to Disney, Heather. We're gonna get a little digital with Tron Ares. You ready to check this out?
Sure.
Let's go.
Since time began, man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone? So much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
You think you're in control of this? You're not. What are you?
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
Hang on!
A malfunctioning program that wants to live. Why is that? It's just a feeling. Fascinating.
All right, Tron Ares hitting theaters this week. What do you think, Heather?
It sure is going to be a movie. I'm hoping that the people that are not a sexual predator have a great film. And to call out Disney, you siding with X, siding with the man who tried to dismantle our government and use AI in a film that directly talks about the inhumanity of AI. There's not a lot of signs pointing to me want to see this movie at all. It's self-destruction in so many words. I still want to know. I'm still one of those people that absolutely wants to know what Leto has on you, because the only way he is still a leading man in this industry is he has to have blackmail on people. I swear to God. But adding that extra layer of formally accepting and even promoting AI, something that's devastating our planet at an exponential rate. I am a Tron fan. I love Tron. It's a great series. I was upset with Leto, but you know what? I was going to let that pass. I'm pretty disappointed in Disney right now, seeing what they are doing on the red carpet, straight up promoting AI on the red carpet. It's not a good look.
Drops the mic. I echo everything that Heather is saying. I am not a fan of Jared Leto. So to counterpoint to Heather, but not really counterpoint, because I agree with her. Just looking at it as a Tron fan and as a film itself. But again, do not like the look that Disney's giving to all of us, that we all should be very concerned with. You know, again, in complete agreement. Purely on the film, as a Tron fan, it's an entertaining film. Jared Leto is serviceable in this. I could have really cared less. I would rather have had anybody else, but he fits the part that he's playing. What I love is Greta Lee. If you haven't seen Past Lives, y'all go check out Greta in Past Lives, one of the best films of last year, from A24. She's amazing in this. This film is about her and Leto, a program and a human being meeting, interacting, and the story that we have in this film and how that translates to the world and the digital world. But yeah, I agree on all points from Heather, but this is what I wanted Tron Legacy to be. This is where I was hoping Tron would start, because this is a good action film, and the energy and love that we have from the original Tron film, it's imbued into this. But we'll have a full review on the channel. I'll be talking it up with Anthony Francis, our pal from the movie review, Screen Comment, Film Threat. But yeah, 9 Inch Nails, brilliant. This soundtrack rocks. I love 9 Inch Nails. I love Daft Punk. They were great on Tron Legacy, but 9 Inch Nails are they fulfill everything in this film. This film works with that music, the graphics, the animation, everything that we get in this is great. But there's some very solid points again that Heather brought up. That if you feel that way, I completely understand why you'll want to miss this film and pass this film. But if you can put that aside and you want to enjoy Tron and what we love from the original Tron, and where they can be moving forward now with this franchise, I think you can be happy, and that it is now on a brighter pitch and it's moving forward. If you can cut Jared, cool. But I know he's got something on y'all because y'all made him a producer and everything, so he's gonna be tied to this franchise now. It's what it is. But it's that double-edged sword that happens with things that we love. When you have ugly people that we do not like, that you've put them into it, and we can't help but have them be a part of it now, which sucks ass. Yep. So Tron Ares hitting theaters this week. Let's talk about something a little bit more joyful, a little bit brighter, somebody that makes us smile and was a good human being. You ready to talk about John Candy, I Like Me, Heather?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's go.
I can't tell you what was right about John Candy or what was wrong, but he was my friend, and I don't want to cry, but when I see him, when you see his face, I mean...
Who are you? I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog.
Gus Polinski, Polka King of the Midwest. Del Griffith, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
This is a lovable guy. This is a guy who, the minute you see his face, you're going to smile.
He was amazingly funny.
Thank you.
Great transition from bad human being.
He was one of the top performers out of it.
This takes the bad taste out of my mouth.
My secret to acting would be I pretend real hard.
Even though John did distinctly different characters, John was always there.
He was so gentlemanly and so Canadian.
Nobody had bigger expectations for himself than John.
And then all of a sudden, it kind of jumped to a different level.
I'd made winning my whole life. And when you make winning your whole life, you have to keep on winning.
You've been in more turkeys than a stuffing mix.
I think the weight of everything he was doing was just too much.
A hazard of this business is that it's very unhealthy for people pleasers.
You can't really do favors for people.
It's a bottomless cup of coffee.
If you go a whole lifetime eating your feelings, drinking your feelings, smoking your nerves, it shows up.
There's some things that are just painful. That's it. And you can't make them not painful.
Hollywood still reacting to the shocking news.
John Candy is dead at the age of 43.
But it's the face you put on the world that defines who you are.
He
lived. No, I think in our review I said 47.
Movies.
43.
The child that made everyone happy. And he was the adult that did that.
I remember John caring when not a lot of people did.
Every time you go away,
this is no meager life we reflect on today.
You take a piece of
this is as full a life as any human can live.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Jennifer. How you doing?
Magnificent of visage, eyes and frame, a titan of a gentle, golden man.
Well, you think what you want about me. I'm not changing. I like me.
Oh, excuse me.
One of those best lines ever.
In cinema. in
Yep.
cinema.
Completely agreed. Heather, we have a full review that we just recorded, y'all. Heather and I breaking down John Candy, I Like Me. But what do you want to say real quick before we get to our last pick this week about John Candy, I Like Me?
It is worth your watch. I know a lot of people, and we're talking about, things that we don't like about certain production companies. And Prime, Amazon is definitely one company that a lot of people have a hard time getting behind. But this is one where this is worth a Prime subscription or buying for a temporary use. It's every minute of this. If you need something good in your heart right now, watch this documentary.
Completely agree. Film about a great man that I think we can all learn from in many ways. Top pick this week on another streaming service is over at Netflix, Heather. It's called The House of Dynamite. Let's check out the trailer for House of Dynamite.
I always thought just being ready is the point. That keeps the villain in check. Keeps the world straight. If they see how prepared we are, no one starts a nuclear war.
It's a bad word. It's a bad N word.
Approximately 3 minutes ago, we detected an ICBM over the Pacific. Current flight trajectory is consistent with impact somewhere in the continental United States.
Have we seen DEFCON 2 before? No.
Is this real?
STRATCOM is asking for launch instructions right now. I'm gonna need you to breathe.
We are talking about hitting a bullet with a bullet.
So it's a fucking coin toss? That's what $50 billion buys us?
Get in the car and just start driving.
If we do not take steps to neutralize our enemies now, we will lose our window to do so.
If we get this wrong, none of us are going to be alive tomorrow.
There is no plan B.
We did everything right? We did every fucking thing right.
None of this makes sense. Making all these bombs and all these plans. The walls are just ready to blow.
All right. There we go. In limited release. In select theaters right now in the UK and in theaters this week, and then it's going to hit Netflix on October 24th. So right now you can catch it on the big screen, and then it'll be on Netflix on October 24th. A House of Dynamite. What are your thoughts, Heather, on A House of Dynamite?
It's a difficult topic right now. It's a difficult topic right now, especially since the N word is no longer permitted. I watch the speech. It's the dumbest shit. We're in a very weird timeline, y'all. But with that being said, it has a great cast. It's Netflix is they can put a great, no matter how mad we are at the series that they cancel unexpectedly, they put out good stuff. And I as someone who hates paying that bill, I gotta say they put out good stuff.
Yeah. So I've screened this film, y'all, and I went into it blind again because I'm overwhelmed. There's a lot of stuff going on. Busy. And boy, I'm just gonna say this: one of the best films of the year. More than likely gonna make the top 10, if not top 5 for me. If you know me personally and my background, a lot of what you'll see in this film is work that I've done in my professional life. So it was mind blowing to see it a little bit up and close on the big screen, and also created a little bit of PTSD. It was my nightmare come to life now being shown on the big screen because I've went through a lot of these scenarios in practice and also in preparation in a lot of respects. So I think they hit the nail on the head with a lot of the work that they did. It's a bunch of different stories centering off of a main story that's carried throughout the film. It's done by Catherine Bigelow, who's an amazing writer-director. Again, as Heather said, the cast is phenomenal. A lot of actors you'll recognize and see in this, in all the various stories. And is a situation that we need to be ready for, because I feel we are on that line because of the evil orange bastard in office at this moment. I'll leave it at that. So we need to wake up, y'all. I will say that some people might be upset with the ending. But again, check out the review. I think this is going to create a lot of conversation, and that's what needs to happen with a film like this. And that's the most important thing. But A House of Dynamite, one of the best films of the year. Stay tuned for the full review later on when I can drop that. Because again, it's going to be in theatrical release and then dropping on Netflix October 24th. And I'll probably be grabbing one of my pals to talk about this film. To give you our full review. So, Roofman hitting theaters, Tron, Ares, John Candy, I Like Me, and A House of Dynamite. Where do we stand this week, Heather? I'm giving it a thumbs up.
I'm giving it like
the majority of the films on this pick.
That's true. I'm going to give it more like a 3/4, just because I'm actually really upset with Disney right now. Once again, I could have let Jared Leto go. I could have, because I do love the Tron series, but posting, you are literally destroying your own industry by posting that you are supporting AI. So with that, I'm going to knock it down. But it's a pretty solid week overall.
All right, y'all. And as we also said earlier, Deathstalker dropping this week. If you want a good barbarian 80s slasher type,
classic style 80s movie right there,
go check that out. Beast of War, really cool period piece horror movie. Recommend. A lot of good stuff this week, y'all. Go check it out. And maybe Kiss the Spider Woman. If you like musicals, I'm kind of so-so on it, but if it makes you go revisit the OG one, even better, if you love musicals like that. So there you go. Those are our picks. Heather Hurt, KAYFABEYBABY, Nerds Rule the World. Let us know what you think about all the things we said. If we missed anything, comments below. We'd love to chat about. And go check out all the great interviews that we have tied to all of this stuff. We're putting in that work. Thank you, as always, to my pal Heather. I'm KAYFABEYBABY. Nerds Rule the World.